Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are starting a much anticipated series today. We're going to be watching Frieren, Beyond Journey's End. And I've heard nothing but great things about this series. I'm super excited to get into it. I don't want to keep you all waiting too long, but I do want to say thank you to everybody once again. I appreciate all the support and I appreciate y'all for coming in. This is a brand new series for Knack Reacts, so without further ado, let's get into Frieren, episode 1. Well, that was the intro to Frieren. That was actually pretty intense. I loved it. But yeah, just a heads up, I know very little about this show, other than that it's a good one. People have told me to watch it and they won't tell me anything about it. So going in blind, and that's the best way to be starting a new series. Claim the legendary mage. So I guess this is a quote from somebody that we are going to meet soon. Who traveled to a place people called heaven.
Frieren.
オートが見え
たち勇者一行の凱旋です。盛り上がっているでしょうね。
帰ったら仕事探さないとな。
もうそんなこと考えているんだ。
魔王を倒したからといって終わりじゃない。
仕事か。酒が飲める仕事がいいですね。
So it seems like they just came back for some quest to destroy the Demon King, and they're talking about what next, which can actually be a difficult part of people's own lives, is figuring out what next after a career shift. But we'll see where that goes, see if it goes deeper into that aspect of things.
フリーレン、君のこの先の人生は僕たちには想像もできないほど。
そうかもね。
Beyond Journey's End seems to be the key thing in the title here. So maybe it is about that. Maybe they did just go on a quest and this is what life is like after. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Yusha Himmel, Senshi Aizen, Soulyo Haita, Mahou Tsukai Frieren.
I think I'm right on that one. Not to destroy my mic or anything. But yeah, I think this is their celebration. This is their praise for coming back after defeating the Demon King. Whoever the Demon King is, maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't. Maybe this is what people meant by this isn't like any of the shows I've already watched. So yeah, I'm gonna try to overanalyze everything and try to pick apart what I can see. But yeah, this it's a beautiful show. I'll say that so far. It's interesting. You're all on the wall. Keep that in mind. But I can imagine that I could dig pretty deep into that. The doves. The herbs in her hand, the wheat, walking through the field, the angel wings, the sun behind her, or the moon. I'm not sure. I think it might actually be the moon. There could be a lot to be said about this world through this picture, and I'm going to keep it in mind going through the series.
王様が広場に僕たちの彫像を作ってくれるそうだ。
現金なもんだ。旅立ちの時はどうか10枚しかくれなかったくせに。
まあまあフリーレン、こうしてただ酒も飲めるわけですし、それでいいじゃないですか。終わってしまったな。
そうだね。僕たちの冒険はこれで終わりだ。
Getting a lot of classic RPG vibes from these characters. Mage, priest, you know what I mean? Warrior. I wouldn't be surprised if they play into that a little bit. I know I have been told it is a fantasy element, so my mind immediately goes to that old class tile system and the fact that they're all referred to that referred to as that already. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think I get the picture.
10年ですか。いろいろなことがありましたね。
10
旅
years.
立ちの日にヒンメルとアイゼンが王様にタメ口聞いてショック。
下手したらあそこでアンデッドみたいな顔色してるけど、
週に一度はそうだった。
私は優秀。
ミミックに食われかけた時は
散々罠だって言ったのにマジかよ。
このエルフ置いてかない。
クソみたいな思い出しかないな。でも楽しかったよ。僕は君たちと冒険ができてよかった。
短い間だったけどね。
短い？何を言ってるんだ？ 10年。
A mere 10-year adventure. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Exactly the reaction he's got.
ハイターを見ろ。すっかりおっさんになってしまったぞ。
失礼ですよ。
What is that?
エーラ流星でしたっけ。
50年に一度の平和な時代の幕開けにはちょうどいいな。
街中だと見えにくいね。
人が感動しているんだ。空気を読みたまえ。
じゃあ次。出るから案内するよ。
そうだな。みんなで見よう。これからどうするつもりだ？
魔法の収集を続けるよ。100年くらいは中央諸国を巡る予定だから、たまには顔を見せるよ。
エルフの感覚はわかりませんね。
まったく、いつから生きているのやら。
50年も100年も彼女にとっては些細なものなのかもしれませんね。
That's insane. It's such an abstract concept that she is an elf and can live like hundreds of years, I'm assuming. Even thousands. I'm not sure how it works here, but yeah. That is an abstract concept to think about.
暗黒竜の角、うちでは取り扱ってないよ。
そう、困ったな。召喚に使うのに。そういえば魔王城で拾ったやつ、ヒンメルに預けたままだっけ。
人体2回はないよね。
わかんない。
わかんないか。
もうすぐエーラ流星の時期だし。
So it's been 50 years. Is that what that little montage was? Because she said she was going to go for a few hundred. So now I expect Buddy to be human, so I don't think he's going to be alive for hundreds of years like that. But the other, like, it must be 50 years. And
前来た時とだいぶ街並みが違うの。確かここらへん。
フリーレン？
ヒンメル、老いぼれてる。
言い方ひどくない？年を取った僕もなかなかイケメンだろ。君は昔の姿のままだ。もう
50 years, like I thought.
エーラ流星か。懐かしいね。
魔王城で拾ったやつなんだけど。
暗黒竜の角だね。ずっとタンスから邪悪なオーラが出ていた。
oh, he still got it. That's interesting.
そうはいかないよ。君にとっては軽い気持ちで預けたものかもしれないけど、僕にとっては大切な仲間から預かった。いつか君にこうして返すべきものだったんだ。
そんな大層なものじゃないんだけどな。
It's still a really sweet gesture for him to hold on to it for 50 years for. Oh, the statues.
ルまだ？
ハゲなりのこだわりがあるの。では、エーラ流星を
I look back on that. What's he actually doing? It's the sword and his cloak from his adventure as a young fella. So I guess he's reminiscing on old times. And he's not. Yeah, that makes more sense.
のこだわりがあるの。では、エーラ流星を見に行こうか。
That's awesome that they're still there.
あなたは全然変わりませんね。
頭なでんな。以前はあまり変わっていないね。
そうか。そう見えるか。
で、よく見える。
So he is like a legit dwarf. I figured that.
エーラ流星にはまだ時期が少し早いと思いますが。
うん。だから。
そんなに遠いのか。
まったく、老人を酷使しよって。
Gangs back together for a little adventure. That's so sweet. She's like, oh, it's not far. It's just a week's walk. Oh my goodness.
懐かしいよ。
Nuts.
こうしていると、いろいろなところを旅したね。何もかもが新鮮で、きらめいて見えた。不しい思い出の中にはいつも君たちがいた。全員が揃うこの日を待ち望んでいる。ありがとうフリーレン。君のおかげで最後にとても楽しい冒険ができた。綺麗だ。
That was a great moment, actually. Goosebumps a little bit from that one. That was so sweet. I liked it. Ah, just like that. That was his last adventure.
幸せだったと思う。
そうなのかな。
あの子ヒンメル様の仲間なんだって。悲しい顔一つしない。
白状だね。
おやおや、私たちもしていませんよ。
司教は真面目にやれ、この白状者。
だって私。たった10年。人間の寿命は短いって。なんでもっと知ろうと思わなかったんだろう。頭なでんなよ。
では私も顔をよく見せて。これで最後になるでしょうからね。長年の酒がたたりましてね。天罰だな。たら私の墓に酒でも備えてください。私たちは世界を救った勇者パーティーですよ。死後は天国で贅沢三昧に決まっている。そのために私はあなた方と共に戦ったので。
生臭坊主。さて、私もそろそろ行くよ。
魔法収集の旅か。
私はもっと人間を知ろうと思う。
そうか。
魔法職だからさ、強力な前衛がいると助かるんだよね。
勘弁してくれ。もう斧を触れるような年じゃないんだ。人生ってのは衰えてからの方が案外長いもんさ。
そっか。じゃあまたね、アイゼン。
あ、また。
さっきの木だ。この森いつも
何かを
20 years after the death of Hamel the hero on the outskirts of the holy city of Strahl in the Central Lands. Okay. The city looks similar, but it's got square walls and it's not circular, so I know it's not the same place. And she always gets lost in these woods, so we'll see what's going on. But yeah, that was first chapter, I guess.
いや、ハイターって人の家を探しているんだけど。
ではお客様でございますね。
まだ生きてたんだ、生臭坊主。
かっこよく死ぬのも難しいものですな。
一杯やる？
酒はもうやめたんです。
今さらいい子ぶったって女神様は許してくれないと思うけどね。
ありがとうございます。フェルンと言います。南側諸国の繊細孤児でした。
らしくないね。進んで人助けするようなたちじゃないでしょ。
フリーレン、なぜ私のところへ？
旅先で会う人とはなるべく関わるようにしているからね。それにハイターにはたくさん借りがあるから死なれる前に返しに来た。
では一つ頼み事を。
ん？
弟子を取りませんか？フェルンには魔法使いとしての素質があります。あなたの旅に連れて行ってくれませんか？
ごめんハイター、それだけはできない。足手まといになるから。友人から預かった子を七に送るつもりはないよ。
そうですか。では別の頼みを。
Pretty fair reasoning, though, on why not to send a child into their death, because, I mean, exactly that.
エービヒの墓所から出土したもの。この魔導書には今は失われた死者の蘇生や
そんな魔法が実在するとは思えないけど。
解読をお願いしたいのです。できますか？
あの時代の人はこういうのが好きだね。まあ5、6年もあれば。でもこんなの解読してどうすんのさ。死ぬのは怖くないんじゃなかったの？
理由は2つあります。一つはあなたたちの手前格好をつけていた。もう一つは前より死ぬのが怖くなったから。まあ不死とは言わずほんの少しでいいから。それに晴天には健やかに生きよとあります。
生臭坊主。
それと解読の片手まで構わないのでフェルンに魔法を教えてあげてはくれませんか？
まあそのくらいなら。
So she wouldn't take her on as apprentice, but she'll teach her magic while she's deciphering this thing, I guess. I guess that's the idea. 5 years. 5, 6 years. Time's gonna be pretty fast flowing in the show, I think.
探すのが大変だったよ。いつも森で修行しているの？
存在感が薄いとハイター様からもよく言われます。とても良いことでございますね。
そうだね。やっぱり魔力探知にほとんど引っかからない。
It's interesting that they reference mana in this. Spiritual force, you know, mystical energy, that sort of thing.
ハイター様にあの一番岩を打ち抜けば一人前になれると言われ。
ハイターも分かってんじゃん。あれはね。
このように魔力が離散してしまい届かないのです。
なるほどね。ねえ、先に一つ聞いていい？魔法は好き？
ほどほどでございます。
私と同じだ。
Yeah, so that's episode 1 of Frieren. It's a bit of an emotional ride there for a bit. You can tell Frieren kind of didn't have total appreciation for the people she was meeting. And in a sense, I don't know if this is like a bigger theme to it, but she might start wanting to become more involved with the people she's met and like actually get to know them. Like, you know, you see her breakdown after the funeral and really hits home on how she feels. I'm interested about this new character. She seems like a little prodigy, and yeah, some of these aspects are really interesting. I'm not exactly sure what to expect yet, but I do think it's we have already seen some character growth from Frieren just in this episode. She was pretty cold, like people pointing out at the wake, and then during the funeral she kind of let it all fall out, and she realized that everyone that she was in that group with actually did appreciate her and like looked at her as someone that they loved, and she just couldn't understand that concept, I guess, because time is so fleeting for someone who can live forever essentially. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the outro and then see what I got to say about that. So yeah, the one thing I will say after watching that outro is and I touched on it a little bit, this show will play with the passage of time a lot. Basically the entire outro was showing me the ways things can change over time and flowing through the seasons, and Frieren just kind of existing through time. So it's definitely great first episode. The animation is beautiful. Excited to see where this goes into. I have a good friend of mine who's ecstatic for me to start this show, and he plans on telling me all the inner and hidden meanings of these names and characters, but I can't wait because I know how much symbolism is packed into this stuff. It was a great little journey, even into one episode. If you're enjoying watching me watch Frieren, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below. I don't hear from you guys enough. Tell me what you like about these shows, and take care of yourselves. Check up on one another. Be kind, and NackReacts is out.